What up guys, it's Dan from AutoMotivationZ here with another car review. My brand new to me 2018 BMW M5. We'll just walk over to show you. M5. There it is. Get a shot of the exhaust here. So you might be asking, why did I get rid of my car? There was a couple reasons why, but the main reason was I got such a good deal on this I couldn't pass it up. So I'm going to take you for a walk around of the car. We'll start off with these rims. So these are the 19-inch, these are the base rims. These are 285/40 ZR19s. And these are not very widely used. They don't use the base rims very much, but it is something on the base M5 you do get the base wheels. So these are the base wheels. They have a very deep concave, as you can see. You can kind of see if I go in here like that, you can see they stick out kind of like spider legs. We'll go over here to the fronts. So the fronts are going to be 275/40s. These are wrapped in Yokohama Advanced Sports. They're a Z-rated tire, so that means that they're summer only. These have a little bit less of a spider, but they still fit around very nicely of the 6-piston calipers on the M calipers there. We have the M5 side gill. Now these have been replaced. These are black. They normally come with silver. And then of course we have the non-competition exhaust, which you guys, I mean, I'll rev it up here so you can hear it, but it sounds amazing. That's the one real true reason why I got this car, was because the exhaust just sounded so good. So as you can hear, it sounds absolutely amazing. Now I'll turn the car off just to kind of go over some of the features on the outside. Like I had mentioned, this is the non-competition exhaust. So the competition exhaust is going to have the black tips. These have the chrome polish tips. And you might be able to see in there, you might be able to see the valve in there. Probably not, but it does have valved exhaust, which I don't really like, but whatever. Has this little tiny chin lip spoiler running along the very back of the car, something that I'm probably going to get rid of. We have a carbon fiber roof. I'll kind of zoom in on the carbon fiber so you can see it. Looks very cool, very aggressive. Of course, we have the big beefy M mirrors with the little flare out there. Looks very cool. We have the black kidney grills. And we have, I mean, these lights look really cool. And then of course, adaptive cruise right there, gotta have it. And then there's a camera right there in the front for when you're parking and things like that. Now, definitely we have a lot of cooling going on in this car. So you got cooling right here, you got cooling right here, you got cooling right there. And then of course, cooling there and there in the kidney grills. Now you might ask, why are you getting another car? You had an RS5, and RS5 is fantastic. That's true, an RS5 is fantastic. Why did I get rid of it? So, I got a good deal on this car. And like I had said before, move the steering wheel out of the way. I got a great deal on this car. I really wasn't looking. I was looking to go do a YouTube review on it. And I ended up getting it, you guys. You guys know that I change out my cars relatively frequently. I was not planning on it. I was not even looking for it. It was just something that piqued my interest. I wanted to go take a look at it for YouTube, and I ended up buying it. This car is absolutely magnificent. I love most everything about it, and we'll get into that later in different videos. But what I wanted to do is I kind of just wanted to go through some of the stuff that this car has. So we are going to take a look at the engine bay first. And why is that important? Because you will see in just a second why I'm wanting to show you the engine bay. Now remember, it's a BMW, 2 times to pull the hood, and then you just got to lift up on that. There's no latch or anything like that, and then it just kind of whirs up there like that. Now the fans are still going because I was just driving it, but this is the 4.4 liter V8. It has 600 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque. I know, it's amazing, fantastic, it sounds good, and wow, I mean, this car just pulls and pulls and pulls. So here's a picture of the engine cover with BMW M-Power there, the M badge. Both of the intercoolers here. You got one right here, you got one right here. Got your alternator right up front, right in the middle there. And then you have your air intake right there and right there. They kind of shoehorn this in there a little bit, but this is a big sedan. I believe the length of this is 195 inches. It's something crazy, like, or 197 or something like that, and I'll edit that into the video. But wow, you guys, this thing is huge. Now, I always have problems doing this, so hey, we got it. Push down on the BMW sign and you can get it closed. I don't know why I've always had issues with that, but I've always had problems closing the BMW hoods. So since we're outside, we'll take a look at the door and the trim. So this one comes with like a cherry kind of wood accent. I don't mind it, it's not terrible, but I'm not in love with it either. I'd rather have carbon fiber. We have the very soft plush materials. This is called Silverstone, this color here. It's kind of like a white. And then the seats, you guys, oh my goodness, these seats are amazing. That M5 logo will actually light up at night. And just look at these look really cool. They got the black stripe going down the center there, and it just gives it that amount that it needs of character. If this was all white right here, I don't think I would like this, but the black and white looks really good. And when it's hot out, I am not going to be getting burned, you know, with what we have. Now, oh, gotta unlock it. Now the seat is where I would normally sit, and I'm going to sit back here just to show you that you can fit back here. I mean, my knees are touching, but it's comfortable back here, and it's not something that's going to be a terrible ride. And it's very nice, and it's very cushy, and I like it a lot. Let me just get out of here first. Okay, so that's the back seats. We'll head in here into the front seats because we got more people coming again. So, like I mentioned, 4.4 liter V8. It has an 8-speed automatic transmission. This is the ZF 8-speed auto that it has. This is the same exact transmission as I had in the X3M. I mean, maybe not the same exact one, but it has the same exact shift lever, same exact switch gear here, same exact buttons, same steering wheel even, and same dash, and same... You can see where I'm going with that. A lot of things are reused in this car as to where what the X3M had. Now this car currently has 26,385 miles, and I'll just zoom in here so you guys can see that. And you guys have driven this probably about 300 miles now, and I absolutely love it. It is fantastic. It puts a smile on my face every time I'm in it. So we're gonna have 15 city, 21 highway for the gas mileage. It says 17 mixed. Right now, I haven't gone through a full tank yet. I can't really confirm or deny that, but I'm around that probably. So this car on the outside is called Singapore Gray, and I think the color just looks fantastic. It's not black, which is amazing. I have tried to get away from black cars. Nothing against black. I've owned very many black cars, but I just wanted something different, something that kind of popped a little bit, and this really is a nice color. It's a nice kind of a deep blue mixed with gray, if you will. We have iDrive 7 in this, so not the latest iDrive, but yeah, or maybe iDrive 6. I'll edit that into the video if I'm incorrect. So I mentioned that the black exhaust is a sport exhaust, and the reason why that is important is the competition model, which this is not, gets an extra 17 horsepower, same torque, 553. You have more pops and bangs. I don't like the pops and bangs as much. I like it in the exhaust right now, but I don't like a lot of them, and that's something that when you go aftermarket, sometimes it can be a little ridiculous, like it's pop, 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 like that when you slow down. I don't like that. I want a couple of crackles, makes it sound really good. The black badging. Now, you've seen on some of the competition models, and I'll throw up a picture now. It comes with black badging. The M5 badging, and then it has the M5 and then the competition badge on the back. You can buy that aftermarket if you want, but with the non-competition, it just comes with regular chrome badging. I really do not like the 19-inch rims that came with it. If they were blacked out, it would look a lot better, I think. But I'm thinking about using those as winter rims and then potentially using, potentially buying a different set. 706M, and I'll throw up a picture in the video. The 706M wheels that are blacked out look really nice. The 20-inch, the 275, 35 R20s or ZR20s, whatever you get for tires. The 20-inch rims, I think 20 by 9.5 and 20 by 10.5, something like that. 20 by 10, I'm not sure. But they look really nice. I really like the way they look. The heated and vented seats. So heated seats in this work like normal heated seats do. The ventilated seats, they don't work that well. And I'll show you where I'm at with that, and I'll turn them on. I'll turn the car on. So vented seats is gonna be right here. You can feel it a little bit. Right now I can feel it. I mean, you can feel it kind of in your back. And it feels good, but it's not super cold. And I found that when it's hot, when it's a hot day out, they work, but they don't work like a cooled seat would. So I mean, they work okay. They're not terrible. I mean, it's better than not having it, I guess. We do have wireless charging. Now I'll get my stuff out of the way here so you can see what I'm talking about, but it does not fit my phone. So I have a Note 10 Plus down here, and if I try to put that in there, I'll show you what it looks like. Let me get my keys out of the way here just to show you. With the case, doesn't fit, too big. Not a huge concern, because I can take my case off if I absolutely need to charge it, but it will not fit my phone, which kind of sucks because the last two cars that I've had have fit that. We have no sunroof. Like I showed you before, carbon fiber roof, and you get this wonderful Alcantara headliner. It just looks fantastic and goes all the way back. Looks very nice. Feels very nice. The trunk has 18.7 cubic feet of storage space, and we'll go and we'll take a look at that here right now. And I got some stuff in there, so bear with me. I just got my car washing towel and some of my YouTube stuff in here, but it goes back a decent way, and you have a little pocket there, and you have a little storage bin there, and you can turn down the seats. We're not actually gonna do it, but you just pull this lever right here and it pops the seats down, pops both of them down. Now, and then we have the button here. You can either lock or you can just close the trunk, which we'll just close the trunk. Of course, M5, gotta look at that. Oddly enough, I could not find how much with the seats folded down the trunk space was. If any of you guys know, let me know. I'd be interested to hear. I don't know if that's fully down or not, but all I could find was 18.7 cubic feet. So we have the Bowers & Wilkins sound system, and this sound system sounds really good. 16 speakers, 1400 watts. I would play something, but YouTube would flag it, so I can't play anything right now. But just suffice to say that it is fantastic. It sounds good, it looks good, it has cool little lights, and I'll show you that a little bit later in some of the other videos. But it's got cool lighting that goes on it. It kind of looks like a hurricane symbol almost, and it looks really cool with the interior lighting. So with the X3M, we had the same thing where we had the mood lighting, and it's underneath both of these. It's right here, it's right here, all the way over here, and then all the way over there, and then in the back seat as well. It's fantastic. I mean, it looks really cool. It has a bunch of different features. Interior lighting.
Interior lighting. Click.
So you can choose any kind of lighting you want. You can do whatever color you want. So it has blue, it has orange, it has green, it has lilac, and that's it. And then you can do white up top and that on the bottom if you want. You can't really see it right now, so we'll just leave it at that, but it looks cool. I really like it. Then of course the menu here. So we got media, we got communication, we got navigation, our connected drive, our vehicle. So that's the average MPG I'm getting right now. It's gone up. It was actually at like 10 when I first got it. And then your notifications like from BMW and stuff like that for, hey, you need an oil change, or hey, your car is doing terrible. We have right here, we have the safety system. So if we pull that up, we have it configured to individual right now, but I could turn them all on if I wanted to, or I could turn them all off if I want to. Or I can configure the individual ones. This, you guys, has so much configurability on the stuff they can do. So pedestrian act warning, front collision warning, lane departure warning. You can have the steering intervention, which I turned off because it is rather aggressive, I think. It's something that I don't need it to correct my steering. I'm paying attention, so I don't really need it to drive for me. Blind spot detection with the steering intervention on that. Side collision warning. I mean, you have just so many options, and we'll go through that in a later video, but just suffice to say that it is fantastic. There's so much that you can look at there. There's so much that you can configure. I did learn something from the dealer, and that is this little BC button right here. If I push that, you'll see that changes, and that has a little MPG counter and kind of shows you where your MPG is at with a little red arrow there. Or you can have your average miles per hour and your MPG, or you can have nothing. So kind of funny. I never knew that was there. I knew that it had that, but I didn't know where it was. We do not have auto high beams in this. I learned that when I went to my my bowling league. Kind of surprising for a $115,000 car that doesn't have automatic high beams, but we don't have auto high beams, so that's where we're at with that. The steering wheel is the exact same as the X3M. So we have a heated steering wheel right here. We have our nice M Performance steering wheel, very nice and chunky. We have M1 and M2 buttons, so you can configure them to whatever you want. M1 for me is Sport Plus, Comfort, and Comfort. I don't have M2 set yet because that's really just all I drive in. We have our active lane assist. We have our cruise control, your resume button, the distance you want to follow, and then if you want to set it or not. And then on this side, we have the mode. So for example, if I change this, you can see that the stations are coming up in there. Thank you to whoever pointed that out. I did not know you could do that. And then you saw me use this before. Use this for anything you need. I mean, if I wanted to navigate to 93.7 FM. Oh.
Please say the desired address. For example,
I said navigate, that's bad. Exit.
I did not understand the address.
Anyways. 94.5 FM. And see? It brings it right to 94.5.
FM 94.5.
So I use that for basically anything. If you need to, go to your Sirius XM, if you need to do this or that, you totally can. One thing that I found very, very, very nice is that these buttons right here, so you'll see how when I go up like that, it's kind of scrolling through. You can set different things. Like you see 7 is tire settings. So if I click that, it brings up my tire settings, which is kind of nice. You can do whatever you want. if you want it to be, you know, you want lane departure to come up, you know, or something like that. One of the features, if you want one of the features to come up there, you can program your features into those buttons, which is super cool. What else do we have in here? So we have, you can have settings of 1 and 2 for your seats, and then massaging seats as well. And that'll come up like this. You guys, the massaging seats in this car work very well. It puts the RS5 to shame, it really does. The RS5 was pretty weak when it did it. This has so many different features. It has up, it has bottom, it has hip, it has whole body, it has kind of like a shiatsu where it's kind of going like that. It is fantastic, and it doesn't turn off. So in the RS5, it turned off after, I believe, 5 minutes. This one doesn't turn off. I mean, you can have it on as long as you want, which is great. I really like that. We have our normal kind of switch gear over here. So these are going to be your parking lights for the rear lights. So if you hit that, the light will illuminate a little bit more than it normally would. So for example, if you're parked on a curb and you want people to know that, you know, you're going to be pulling out, you could do that. And then your brightness, of course, is right there. And then your automatic lights, I just leave it on automatic, but you can turn them off if you want to. And then this right here would be for if you have the nighttime driving, which I don't have. It throws up a picture up here of basically an infrared view of what you're gonna see. We also have the hated auto on off and then the red start stop button. I have not done anything with this. I've not turned it off, I've not turned it on. It just automatically defaults to off, which is nice. I don't know if that's been programmed in or not. I believe it has been, but I don't know. But both of my cars have had that where I've never had to turn it off. You know, it's just always, the auto start stop is never on. You guys, I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys watching the channel, especially when I make decisions like this to buy a new vehicle. It definitely helps if you can like the videos and if you can subscribe. Liking the videos is going to get me out to more people. I really want to get my content out to everyone who would, you know, who would want to watch this. I appreciate every one of you guys. I really do. You know, I love reading the comments of what you guys are talking about, what you guys are, you know, discussing. And definitely leave a comment, even if it's a negative comment. If you're like, hey, you know what, your videos are trash and you need to do blah, blah, blah better, let me know. I'm not perfect when I'm doing this. I'm trying to get to, you know, the most people I can, but sometimes I make mistakes too. With that being said, you guys, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I really appreciate every one of you, and I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.